Hi, boys and girls. So, our next two skills that we're going to be working with are verbs and adverbs. I know that we all know that a verb is an action word. So, anything that talks about moving, jump, if you can jump, move, spin, sing, laugh, all of those words that you can physically do, that is an action, are action verbs. We have also learned other verbs, such as our helping verbs. Um, I know we had our helping verb song, so I will attach that as well. So I want you guys to remember that there are 23 helping verbs. Am, is, are, was, and were, being, been, and be, have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, should, will, and would. There are 5 more helping verbs: may, might, must, can, could. All right, so I want you guys to remember that song. When we're working in our sentences and I ask you to identify the helping verb, those are the words I'm looking for. If I'm asking you to identify the verb or the action verb, it is the one that is that you can physically do. So in our sentence, it says the class is singing. So our helping verb is, and our action verb is singing. The other words that we are going to be working with are adverbs. So adverbs talk about verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. They explain when something is happening, where something is happening, in what way is something happening, and to what extent. We also have our adjectives that are described by adverbs and our adverbs that are also described by adverbs. So for verbs, we want to think about when. We left early to go to the airport. So our verb is left, and then you want to ask the question, when did you leave? You left early. Okay, so then for where, you want to think about where is the verb happening. Turn right at the stoplight. Where are you turning? You're turning right. Our next one is in what way. So he answered the question correctly. You could answer, how did he answer the question? You could say he answered the question correctly. And to what extent. Meg always orders the same thing at this restaurant. You're talking about the verb orders. How does she order? She always orders. And we also talked about that some adverbs end in ly. But not all adverbs end in ly. Okay, we have those words like fly, which ends in ly, but that's a verb. So we want to ask the questions: when is the verb happening? Where is the verb happening? In what way is the verb happening? And to what extent is the verb happening? To what extent is the adjective happening? And same thing with other adverbs. All right, we will work on our action verbs, helping verbs, and adverbs all in small group. And it is, again, a review, so you could always go back into your Voyages book and look at those old pages that we worked on.